In Division I and more so still in Division II and Division III today, fundraising, I think, becomes a very important piece if you want to sit in the athletic director chair. Having said that, there's a lot of people who probably want to sit in the chair that don't have that, who aren't getting paid or a paycheck to be the fundraiser or the development officer. Doesn't mean that they can't get that experience, but I do truly think if you want to sit in an AD chair or advance, that you need to at least be involved in asking. Because if fundraising is relationships and then the discipline to ask for money, you can't be a fundraiser if all you know how to do is have relationships. You have to have the discipline to ask for money, and that takes practice. So there's a couple of things. One, you need to advocate for yourself because nobody else will do it for you if you don't. So that means telling your development officer, telling the chair of the booster club, telling your athletic director, telling the central advancement vice president for the institution, can I be on a search committee for a development officer? Can I be involved in an ask? Can I entertain donors in the AD suite at a football game? You know, the other piece is renewal season in a booster club is huge. And it might be something as small as somebody saying to the development officer, if we have 250 people who haven't yet renewed, can I have 50 of them and can I make that phone call? And just, make that ask over the phone. If it's $100, if it's $50, if it's $200, hi, Mr. So-and-so, this is so-and-so from X university, and notice that you haven't renewed your membership and would love to ask you to renew. And that's an ask. And so the more experience that somebody can get is something as little as that. That way you can tell people, I've made an ask. External and fundraising is important because at the end of the day, fundraising is two things. It's the ability to create relationships and it's the discipline to ask for money. Well, you can't do number two unless you have the relationship. So step number one. And if we're talking about helping young people, if we're talking about engaging a community, if we're talking about getting corporations to invest, if we're talking about faculty and academic relationships and support, it's all about external relations and fundraising. It's telling the story. It's getting people to invest in young people. It's getting people to give of their time, talent, and treasure to change lives and build leaders. At Green Bay, there's never really been a solid development plan. And so we have created a plan and we've put it on paper and we've shared it with our Phoenix Fund, which is our booster club. And I think they're just excited to see that there's a plan. And our goal is to increase dollars and increase donors. But what we're first going to do is we're going to be better at telling our story. And we're going to be better at engaging our stakeholders. Only then can you really start to ask for money. Once they hear the story, once they meet the student athletes, once they see the need, we're at the bottom of the Horizon League financially, right? Yet we're at the top of the Horizon League in what we raise and what we sell in tickets. So we need more private dollars to help make the Division I experience really good and really positive for our student athletes.